Hello, hope everybody's having a good day. I'm out for a bike ride, as you can tell behind me. This is a scene that you've probably seen in some of my other videos. A nice place I like to stop on the way home. Anyway, it's kind of a overcast day. Haven't seen the sun at all, and it's been a little drizzly, and it just feels like a day to go home, break out the crock pot, and make a nice batch of soup. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna take some of our food supplies, some of our freeze-dried foods, plus some of the hardtack that we made in the previous episode, and we're gonna mix up a nice batch of soup, and we're gonna take you along for the ride. So come with me back to the house, and we'll get that going. Whoa, made it home. Got everything ready here. This is my little crock pot. It's a 1.5 quart crock pot. I make a lot of my meals in this. Anyway, we'll get started. I'm in here because my kitchen it doesn't have the room for the camera tripod and the lights and stuff, so I can do a good job. Anyway, for starters, I used 2 chicken bouillon cubes. I got those in a glass of hot water. I like to dissolve it so it's all dissolves when I pour it in here. Okay, our main ingredient is this vegetable stew mix by Augustin Farms. I do buy different brands. I like this one, and then the one that Emergency Essentials has. I think they're basically about the same thing. Okay, I'll run down the list. This one here has, Stew Blend is a nutritious combination of diced potatoes, cabbage flakes, chopped onion, diced carrots, sliced celery, red and green bell pepper, or they just say red and green pepper. Anyway, that's the main ingredient. We can put this aside. I've got some in a jar here. So we'll take this and we're going to mix 3/4 of a cup dusty. You have to keep in mind that all this freeze-dried and dehydrated stuff will expand greatly and absorb a lot of moisture. Okay, we got that in there. Next, we're going to take our chicken. Okay, I vacuum seal these, and I also put oxygen absorbers in. And we're going to put 1 cup of chicken. Now, I don't put a whole lot of seasoning in. I do like to, that dust from all that. Okay, I do like to put some pepper in there. And a little bit of garlic powder. A little bit of hot sauce. Now, when this is all done, I'll probably put a little bit more of the hot sauce in. Depends on how it turns out. Okay, then our hardtack we made. We're going to take and put about 4 pieces of that in there. That way you get one in each bowl of soup and one to spare. Usually I can get 3 meals out of this. One the day that I cook it up, and then I'll take butter containers like this, which I'm pissed off that they stopped putting them in these round ones and they put them in the square ones, because those square ones don't seal up good like these did. So, kind of mad at the butter companies or margarine companies about that. Okay, and then in this, I like putting in more greens in my soups. So in this, what I have is I have a half a can of chopped spinach. The reason a half a can, because I used the other half in a batch of soup I made a month or so ago. And then what I do is I put the other half in this and freeze it. Okay, that's all the ingredients I put in there. Other than I will fill this up 3/4 of the way with water. And as it's cooking and the chicken and the vegetables and the hardtack start absorbing that moisture, I'll slowly start adding. That's basically it. We'll get this in the kitchen, we'll get it cooking, and we'll bring you back when it's all done and we're getting ready to sit down and have a nice hot bowl of soup. So until then, we'll see you in a few. Well, the soup's all done. It's looking good. Did make one mistake. Do not put in the hardtack until you're about halfway done cooking it, or almost all the way done cooking it. In fact, probably wait until it's all done cooking. Put the hardtack in and let it sit just long enough for it to soak up the juices. Because when I went in to stir it, the hardtack that I put in the beginning kind of fell apart. But anyway, I don't know if you can see that. I'll bring the camera. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll take some still shots and put it in. Smells real good. I'm going to get to eating. Here's that hardtack. You can see how it just kind of fell apart. Definitely getting the salts out of it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Click the subscribe button down below. And when you click the subscribe button, hit that little bell there, and that'll notify you when we get ready to upload another video. Until then, have a good evening. Keep preparing.